All right, welcome back to your Balanced Diet of Teletainment. Now, if you look for the show where we say that they actually give you the best of newspaper review, the Good Morning Nigeria show now the best one where you need to actually watch. So make sure you stay with us tomorrow as we go continue to the review of the papers that we get for Inside Wimbledon Nigeria. Now, time for us to talk to someone very important. They actually clamor for young people to participate in governance for Inside Wimbledon Nigeria. And this now one of the young person where we get to Inside Nigeria. We don't take that bold step. Say, come, rather than sit down and quarrel or rather argue about things we're not the work for Inside Wimbledon Nigeria, I must do something to contribute my own quota. If they actually represent, they go for the Lagos State House of Assembly candidate under the Party of the People's Democratic Party for Mushin Constituency 1. Join me, welcome Honorable Fadahunsi Afolabi. Good to have you.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Honorable Fadahunsi. You don't tell what they expect you for a studio and finally
exactly.
You don't come. Now, we know say, quickly to jump straight into the matter, we know say on the 29th of May 2018, now Oga President Muhammadu Buhari being actually sent this bill before even thinking about signing into law, not too young to run. And eventually, after he signed this law, this bill into law, we can't get the likes of Chike Ukegbu, where they run for presidency at age 35. Yeah. And we can't get someone like you now, where they run for representative for Mushin Constituency 1 under the People's Democratic Party. If you don't mind, I go mention your age 25. Am I correct?
Yeah, yes.
Exactly. Now, first of all, by virtue of the fact that bill don't decide into law, that makes someone like you don't decide say you won't come out current. I want to ask you first of all, when exactly your when you've been done decide, what time you decide say you won't put your hand inside politics, even at this age?
Good morning again. I don't plan this thing since about 11 years old.
So you be 11 years old?
Yes, that time I go climb freezer. I go hold something, I go they wave my hand, they do campaign. My mama go tell me, say, if freezer shock you, sometimes they go beat me, say, make I come down. And even most of the time, as I they grow, even for when I did University of Ilorin, if I want to enter taxi, go school, I go open the door, like say, nah, my PA open door. I go sit down. They always like to sit down. I go sit down, like say, they carry president, they go Aso Rock. So I don't build that imagination right from time. So when they can't reduce the age, I see say now opportunity for me, make I try this one, make I come out and prove that in Mushin, we feel produce a record, we feel produce history from Mushin, where people think, say, no, but better people know they.
No, you know what, I like the fact that you come outside talk, say you don't get this dream since for a very long time at the age of 11. Now, make them very practical. If me and a person will be say I was 2 years old or 3 or 4 years old, and I get this dream of being a doctor, and not you just wake up overnight and then start to operate on people. I need to actually go through schools, through different series of education for me to actually become a doctor. Now, I just want to know in what way you don't groom yourself to take over leadership, even from the age of 11 when you don't get this passion?
First, I start to train myself from church.
Okay, as what? What should you be for church? I
don't be vice president for church, area vice president. I don't be provincial president. Even for National Redeemed Christian Church of God, I don't be ESCO, where I gather people together. So from there, even in the University of Ilorin, I did part of the people where they decide, say, this one better to be president for faculty, this one better to be president for SU. So we don't decide into that leadership from time. Even from 100 level, now future president of Nigeria, all my classmates, they call me for school. Because they always tell them, say, you must live in your dream from now. I study guidance and counseling, counsel education for school. No be because I always tell people, say, I don't want to study anything where go they disturb me too much. Now politics I won't do. Make I just study something where they related to people. That's why I am a counselor today. And because representation is about meeting with people and helping people. So,
all right, now, excuse me. Well, excuse me. Maybe we can just go deep into representation now. Mushin Constituency 1, very quickly, first of all, Mushin Constituency 1 consists of which areas exactly?
That's when you're talking about Akala, Idioro, Ilupeju axis. So basically, it's like saying from Jibo down to a side of Ilupeju, Anthony Ilupeju side, going back to Oshodi, Agege Motor Road, turning back to Jibo.
All right.
So
now,
that's the round circle of...
Okay, now you don't give us the geography of Mushin Constituency 1. Now, what I want to ask you is, say, first of all, very quickly, what will be the challenges for Mushin Constituency 1, where you feel, say, your predecessors know tackle well, where you go first pay attention to when you come in?
First, I would like to talk about the issue with the Nigeria as a whole. We know they try divide, this not the duty of this person, this not the duty of this person. One of the things, I always tell them for motion, say, I know if you promise, say, I go do your road. And because no be my duty be that. My duty now to make sure, say, the governor bring this budget, say he won't do this so thing. My duty now to use to lobby, say, in your budget, governor, I won't make you do street lights for the whole of Mushin because of security. Say, my people, they complain about security. People, they barge into their house for night. If street light there everywhere, it go dey difficult for person to dey work at night because he go know, say, security man go see him. So, from that, I believe the major issue in Mushin, when we talk about education, security, and healthcare. And when I say no vex, I don't put English.
No, we understand.
They understand you.
When I say healthcare, it's not. I said it on channels. I was on channels this Sunday. I said I no want be legislator where they always pray say make you dey sick, so that they go see say I dey gather people, I dey give them healthcare. But let us look at the environment. Because the environment too dirty, how they no go get malaria and typhoid? Because most of these people now from the water where Mola fetch for them, now then they drink, now then they use cook. Go check where Mola they fetch water from. Go check the gutter. So we dey look say from that we feel use that one as means of employment. Come pack this gutter, come fumigate this environment so that mosquito go reduce. As a result of that, we talk education. Most of our schools for Mushin, you know if you see light, you know if you see generator, and they teach them computer. When you say computer is an electronic machine without electricity is nothing. So we keep having students. I did do one program every year, even before I started to contest. Every year for like 4 years now, I gather people to train them for JAMB. I give the best among them after exam. I give them free JAMB form. Even in the University of Ilorin, my first year in school, I sure say my classmates they listen. I did do tests for my classmates. I did do tests for them before test. I did do tutorial, I did do mock exam for my classmates. So, but one thing where I won't bring out be say, this time where I did contest, I can't do one mock form. I won't do mock for Jambite. I give them one form, say make they write waiting they want study, make they attach their results. 3 things I bring out from there. 1, out of like 200 people who submit form, if you see anybody who pass WAEC from government school, maybe only 2, we get full results from any of the government schools in Mushin, maybe only 2. Secondly, most of these students, you go here say they want to study mass comm, you don't get literature for WAEC. And you want to study mass comm. So I feel say we need representative way go get the masses for heart. If I say I won't give out JAM form, everybody go rejoice, say, honorable, they give JAM form. But waiting be the essence, if I give out 200 JAM form, and yet only 3 gain admission, waiting again.
You sound like a musician now, waiting again. Anyway, maybe come up with that side. Now, they got one question I want to ask you now. We know, say, you at this particular age, you will get challenges, basically.
Yeah.
People where they oppose you, basically, who are a lot older, we don't take, for inside, partisan politics. Now, we don't talk about school politics or church politics. Yes. Partisan politics, we go to oppose you. Now, you guys build your own supporters, your own, make I call them cabinets, people who go to work with you. These people, you don't get people, these people who will work with you, you don't get them already where you know, say, come rain or shine, these are the people I'm going to work with, regardless of what's going to happen. And then we know, say, corruption already, now this song we don't listen for inside Nigeria, Tete. You alone, no fit do them. People guys do them with you. If eventually it happens, say, amongst the people where you get, corruption begin to raise the head, what you could do? But before you answer these questions, we're going to go on headline news because you know so we don't reach top of the hour. We don't pass top of the hour as a matter of fact. And when we come back, we'll jump back to you, Honorable Afolabi Fadahunsi, in People's Democratic Party candidate running for House of Assembly, Mushi Constituency 1 for inside Lagos State. No go anywhere. That's still the balance that of Teletainment, the Good Morning Niger show.
Good morning, sir. Adúpẹ́ mo bóyìnbó.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ ẹ̀yin ọmọ Naija.
Òtútù ọmọ o.
Ndewo no.
Jama'a.
Ndị Igbo anyị.
Ina kwanan ku Nigeria.
Ụtụtụ ọma ne. Ndị Nigeria. Unu watch ihe anyị na-eme.
Kuna kallon.
So make you dey listen, make you dey watch every time on top Wazobia TV. Make you dey watch Good Morning Naija. MC Prince, na you talk am.
Welcome back to the Balance Act of Teletainment, the Good Morning Niger show. If you just join us before the break, we did talk to Honorable Fadahunsi Afolabi in our Lagos State House of Assembly candidate under the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the run for Mushi Constituency 1. Now, just before we go for the break, Honorable Fadahunsi, me I will ask you, say, for your cabinet, so to speak, the people where they follow you. Largely, I don't know whether most of them will be young people like you, but of course you get people who senior you as well. Now you get people who want to do things as they want to do them. And I've been mentioning the fact that corruption fit day inside. Wouldn't be your own policy as to how you would fight corruption in your cabinet should it rear its ugly head?
Yeah, thank you. My PA is older than me. In fact, I call him uncle. But yet, it's my PA. And I have other staffs right now, which I pay salary for as regards this campaign. Not because they are doing anything special, but because I feel I can use this to empower people as well. Something happened like some weeks ago for my party. I'm sure people who did my party for Mushi, and even people who did the whole of Lagos State know, say, they give we candidate assembly for PDP some materials where we supposed to share. People from my party know. I tell them, say, they give us this so material. Some people, they call me for phone, say, okay, bring 5, come my side now. Bring 2. I tell them, say, that 40, I no go touch any of them. Now, house to house, we go use and do. As young as I am in the party, most people, when they talk about me, they say, no, you cannot just control him or take decision for him. He's someone who will always tell you, I'm doing this because of my future. And I always tell people, say, the way I do am now go determine how you go support me next election. Because I know if you stop for here. I dey use this House of Assembly, like, they talk about person who won't become doctor. In gas carry some step. Person won't become doctor, gas go science class. This na like my science class where I want use do the practice of waiting I want become. So this na like foundation of where I dey go. So I gas do well for this level so that the next level no go dey too difficult for me. There are so many difficulties right now in which sometimes my mom, they always dey very. Sometimes she go just they look me, they shake her head like this, say, wetin she fit do like that. I go tell her, make she no worry. Because sometimes politics for young people, it affects their emotions, it affects your mental health, it affects your health as a person. Because every young person contesting right now is sick.
Yes. You know, I go need to talk here. Say, I actually salute your courage. I salute the fact, say, despite the way we take the perceive political parties and even politicians, you're not a person where they actually go in there and you get your own different principles. But I want to take you back to when you identify some of the challenges with Mushi constituency they actually face. Now you talk education, you talk about light and the rest of them. But as a legislator, if you go for inside the house, what will be the first law where you go actually make, where go benefit your constituency?
Basically, the first law where I want make now as regards neighborhood watch.
Okay.
Whereby we feel use people for our environment, watch our environment. Person we go no say, nah, fatai pass when that thing happen. No be person we go talk say, nah, one man pass. So we go use people within our community, watch our community. So as a regards, whereby I feel pick 5 people from this ward, say now you now go the patrol, take this one vehicle, they patrol for night to make sure say everything dey okay. One line go dey their hand where everybody for that ward feel call and that line go ring.
But what kind of a law you go actually bring up? Because the truth be say, most of all those neighborhood watch, we don't actually get them for different constituency. And at the end of the day, people go they complain, say people were supposed to actually protect them. Now they inflict pain on them. So which particular law you go actually pass to make them very caged?
Now to make those who did that environment, safeguard that environment. Most of the time, now stranger you they always bring from another place, come safeguard another area. Person we don't know the name of the next street, where you want make it safeguard the whole area. So we did try talk say, may we change them to people for our environment. So you say go dey embarrassed if something happen for your environment. They talk say person can't steal and you dey there. So it go dey very easy for that kind of person say, okay, you do night finish now. You don't need any difficulty. Say you just use transport, they go house. Your house now just bike, 15 naira, you don't reach house. That kind of person go, they do the work well because basically for a whole day, maybe now only 100 naira in they spend on transport. It better pass person we go spend like 350 on transport. Sometimes he go reach there late. Sometimes he no go come there and you no go know. So now why we want pass and say, make it be people from that environment. I'm looking at a Lagos whereby very soon at night, we are going to have a drone in every ward. That is a future plan, whereby there will be a drone in every ward, 24 hours, whereby there is an accident, you don't need to start explaining how the accident happened. All we need to do is to go and check out for what time did it happen, and you are seeing the accident exactly on TV. It's not accident whereby you can't show or say, no, this man talks saying that the driver there at fault. This woman talks saying no be the driver there at fault. There's a system that covers especially major roads. If we do campaign and we use drone, wetin come cost us where we know if we use drone? At least 3 in every local government for major roads. For example, Ikorodu Road now, you get drone where they waka, go up and down, where they record most of the things.
How that one go benefit us when our roads are not even good in the first place?
Yes. Now why I dey talk for Mushin, say, if it is difficult for government to do all the roads at once, what if government fit make light day? I dey always imagine, say, for night especially if you dey drive, if you dey see wetin you dey drive, even if the road no good, but you know say na pothole dey this front, you go dey more careful. So why don't we connect street lights to almost all the roads in Lagos and gradually we begin to repair the road? Because I don't notice, say, even for the past years for Lagos, you go just see during election period, say, road dey okay. After 2.5 years, go check that road. It's nothing to write to my house.
It's not too long, really.
Very quickly go forward. Now, I know say you, basically from everything you don't talk, you're a person really passionate about education, talking about giving jam form to people, helping people to purchase jam form, giving training where you in day school and all of that. Mushin, as it were, Mushin are a very big area in terms of population and demographics, maybe not in terms of size, but population and demographics. And by so doing, we get a lot of young people inside Mushin, a lot of undergraduates, a lot of graduates, a lot of people within inside school. But then the conditions of the schools sometimes they are appalling, particularly the government schools. And then we get government schools and private schools side by side, but the products they don't stand side by side. Now I want to ask you, concerning education, what will be part of your plans?
I'm looking at passing 3 bills.
Okay.
To make no difference between private and government school. Make it of equal quality. So we are passing not just free, but free and quality education in government school. That is the bill I want to pass. Not just free. when education is free and yet they still fail at the end of the day, then you have wasted their time, and time sometimes is more expensive than that money they would have paid. So not just free, but quality. In what sense? We are looking at, the second law is to unify the system of education in Lagos State, whereby your pikin fit come from Alimosho, come do holiday for Mushin. And because your pikin and one of my pikin, they the same class, they no need separate them. Say, you go read your own book, you go read your own book. Waiting at the talk, we say, for this so school, for inside same local government, this school where did this next street, you go see rule of law, only 9 pages. Only 9 lines. The second school for that side, you go see rule of law, 3 pages. Another school for that side, rule of law, 7 pages. The student go, they complain, the note is too long. But when they go do WAEC, all the schools go do the same question. So why we not make our lesson plan the same, unified lesson plan, unified lesson notes, that will reduce the burden of the teachers. So whereby everything you were taught in your school is the same thing I was taught in my school. It's only the experience of my teacher while explaining that differs. But at the end of the day, when our children write WAEC, there's nothing like, this one did not pass, this one did not pass. It's as a result of, why didn't you pass? You all were taught the same thing. But when you say a school whereby this one they use marking what textbook, this other person for this teacher they use Adeni textbook, we are looking at passing a bill for a unified lesson note, lesson plan, and the syllabus is unified. But yet, this week, this school, they don't do this subject, this topic from the syllabus. This following week, PhD don't take time. They know if you do that subject, the teacher won't fly because the term goes soon be over. So we are looking at a unified system of education whereby every teacher is checked. I say a unified, and the third bill is an evaluation process whereby our students don't write exam until they do an evaluation of their teacher. Whereby they go write, you go give all of them a form, write your name, what will be the name of your maths teacher, write them there. In they come class regularly, yes, agree. That will be like a questionnaire. In the teaching now, where, yes.
But how can this be implemented? Because laws, they're very easy for us to make them.
Let me tell you how it can be implemented. I don't see anything that it will even create more jobs. Because now youth we go send, go supervise this school. Now young person we no get job, we study education. If you watch in universities, one of the biggest faculties in most universities are faculty of education. So that means one of the largest number of youth who will be looking for job most of the time are people from that same faculty. So why don't we pump in more people from that education into education? Whereby we pick out the 2 of you, you are supervisors for this school. So as a result of that, you have students whereby it will take less than 1 hour to pass an evaluation form to all our students. So you are the one that will be the one to take over government, like a pile of 5 of you. We share topics to you people. It is anything you give us, because we have tested you that you are qualified. It is anything you give us as a note that will feel this is a right note. So there will be a textbook and there will be a note from the government that you can stand anywhere. Our student can say, the definition of government is this. Youth, when they call you from another school, it's the same definition, but maybe a better interpretation. So we are looking at, so you see that it is something that is possible. So this one, we lesson teacher go, they talk, say, some teacher don't like to they write, they just go study education. So when you talk, say, make teacher, they write lesson plan. It is easier for the teacher when you don't give the teacher lesson plan. The teacher only needs to digest, and it is the process of, what do we call it? When you are now trying to make it practical in class, when you are now trying to bring in the modalities, okay, bring in practical. When you draw on the board.
A lot of questions will come as regards to your plans for education. Yes. But let's talk about, because time will be our friend here, your chances of winning the election. Considering the fact that the party where they actually work with, are the party where some Nigerians don't actually perceive, say, for so many years they don't rule, but still nothing to write home about.
A lot of people, they always send me message, why I know the APC? And I go reply the person, say, 1, if I do APC, this vision I feel be 50 years old before I go qualify for House of Assembly. They go tell, no be say I no go, even if I get money to they buy form every time, they go they tell me, say, this man now, it be like, for example, the man with the APC, where they contest with, now like my father, him be my papa friend. Him be person wey know me since I be baby.
But now you dey compete with him?
Yeah, yes. So I dey compete with him today because I see, say, we need young people for Mushin. 2, when they say, why am I not in all these new parties? I go talk, say, politics now about structure. And to build structure, they very expensive. If you know how much would they spend for politics alone, I can't imagine if I dey try spend money to gather people for different wards, different streets. So one of the options is PDP or APC is the party that has a structure in almost every local government in Nigeria. Looking at it, APC no go wan give me ticket. When I dey contest, e get one man wey dey contest, him name be Ovo for APC. I dey always tell people, say, before my primaries, I dey always tell people, say, if APC give Ovo that ticket, I no go contest again because him be youth and him be person where I dey always look up to since I dey young. But almost every time, Ovo, they always buy form. But which day they go give him that dream where they in hand? Now why I can't stand, say, I won't pursue this course. For PDP, you get opportunity to go into the primaries. You get opportunity, now delegates will they use. So if you get everything to get the delegates, you go win your primaries.
But what do you think about the perception when Nigerian gets about the party? Because now you dey inside.
Yes, there is something about party and personality. Not everybody in PDP are that bad. And even, I always tell person, even if new party win presidency, these same people where we they talk, say you be corrupt man, you no good, you no good. If they talk, say they want the camp, come the new party, they go accept them with all their hands and they go make them leader. So the same thing will still happen.
All right. Thank you so much. Honestly speaking, the time not reach.
I tell you.
Plenty.
I wish you all the best,
plenty. We don't talk to Honorable Fadahunsi Afolabi, Lagos State House of Assembly candidate for the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in the run for Mushin Constituency 1. Just so you know, the catch here is that he's only 25 years old. Exactly. He's not too young to run bill, and I don't make this one possible. So at least we get something to thank Oga President Buhari for, as you know, added to so many other things we don't know for us. Once again, Honorable, thank you. Say you
very much.
Honor our invitation. Anyway, you are an honorable, so you're supposed to. All right.
To enjoy more of these our Ogbonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love her.